What event marked the end of the Cold War? The end of the Cold War, a period of intense geopolitical tension between the United States and the Soviet Union and their respective allies, was marked by several key events and developments. While it doesn't have a single event that can be pinpointed as the definitive end, one of the most significant events that symbolizes the conclusion of the Cold War era is the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989. However, it's important to note that the end of the Cold War was a complex process that unfolded over several years. Here's a detailed overview. 1. Background. The Cold War was a period of ideological, political, and military rivalry between the United States and its Western allies and the Soviet Union and its Eastern Bloc allies that lasted from the end of World War II in 1945 until the late 1980s. 2. The fall of the Berlin Wall, 1989. The fall of the Berlin Wall is often seen as a symbol of the end of the Cold War. The Berlin Wall was erected in 1961 to separate East Berlin, controlled by the Soviet Union, from West Berlin, controlled by the United States, the United Kingdom, and France. On November 9, 1989, the East German government unexpectedly announced that East Berliners could cross into West Berlin. This announcement led to a spontaneous outpouring of people who began dismantling the wall. The fall of the Berlin Wall was a highly visible manifestation of the thawing of Cold War tensions and the crumbling of the Iron Curtain that had divided Eastern and Western Europe. 3. The dissolution of the Soviet Union, 1991. While the fall of the Berlin Wall marked a significant turning point, the formal dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991 is often considered the conclusive end of the Cold War. On December 26, 1991, the Soviet flag was lowered from the Kremlin, and the Russian tricolor was raised in its place, signifying the end of the Soviet state. The Soviet republics declared their independence, leading to the formation of 15 independent countries, including Russia. 4. The end of ideological struggle. With the collapse of the Soviet Union, the ideological struggle between communism and capitalism, which had characterized the Cold War, came to an end. Western-style democracy and market-oriented economic systems gained prominence in many parts of the world. 5. Reduction in military tensions. The end of the Cold War also resulted in significant reductions in military tensions. Arms control agreements, such as the Strategic Arms Reduction Treaty, START, were negotiated to reduce nuclear arsenals. 6. Implications for Eastern Europe. The end of the Cold War had profound implications for Eastern European countries. Many formerly communist states transitioned to democracy and market economies. 7. Global impact. The end of the Cold War had a global impact, leading to shifts in alliances, changes in the global balance of power, and the emergence of new conflicts and challenges, such as the dissolution of Yugoslavia and the Gulf War. In summary, while the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989 is a powerful symbol of the end of the Cold War, the formal dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991 and the broader geopolitical and ideological changes that followed are collectively recognized as marking the end of this era. The conclusion of the Cold War reshaped the world order and brought about a new era of international relations.